Do you love push-ups but get tired of doing the standard version all the time? If so, here are 3 different variations I give my clients and athletes. What's up, my friend? Mike Robertson here. Now, I don't know about you, I love push-ups, but they can also get kind of tedious, kind of boring. So I've really tried to find ways over the years to keep them engaging for both myself, my clients, and my athletes. So what I've done is basically broken push-ups into 3 different types. The way I think about this is, number 1, you've got your loaded variations. Second, you have your stability-focused variations. And third, you have your athletic or rotation-focused variations. So I'm going to show you all kinds of different exercises, different variations, so that you can go in the gym and spice up your push-up training. So before we dive in, take 2 seconds out of your day, smash that like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you know every week when a new video drops. Now, let's dive in. Okay, so when we're looking at our resisted variations, I got 4 different options for you. Number 1, you've got a feet elevated variation. Now, you don't need any external load. Trust me, the second your feet get elevated, you've got more weight on your upper body. It's gonna feel quite a bit different. Number 2, we've got our X vest or any sort of weighted vest option. Third, we have a band, and fourth, we have chains. So all of these are a little bit different, and I'm gonna show you how I do each one so you have a better understanding of what you get out of different activities. Okay, so our first option is a feet elevated push-up. You can use a box, or if you're doing it at home, you can just use a stair. All you're gonna do, get your feet up on the box, set up in a good push-up position. Arms are long, abs engaged, come down, and get a good reach up top. Okay, our second resisted option is an X vest push-up. So technique here, virtually identical to a regular push-up. Reach long, abs engaged, control coming down, and press, get that good reach when you're coming up at the top. Our third resisted variation is a band resisted version. So what you're gonna need to do here, I kind of make a little X across the back, that makes sure it doesn't slip. Go ahead and lay it on the ground, take it behind you. The great thing about this version is it really forces you to get a good reach at the top. Really have to extend those elbows and make sure that that rib cage and upper back come back. All right, last but not least, we've got our chain resisted push-up. I feel like the cool factor here is over 1,000, plus if DMX were alive, he would greatly appreciate this version of the push-up. So I can't talk while I do this, it's gonna be all muffled, but you get the picture. All right, next up, we've got our stability focused variations. Now, this could be stability focused on the shoulders, stability focused on the core. What you'll find is anytime we use a little bit more unstable surface or we take away points of contact, it's gonna increase the stability of the exercise greatly. Okay, so the first version I'm gonna show you is a medicine ball push-up. These are a little bit flatter. You can use whatever medicine balls you have access to, but all you're gonna do here, make sure you get a good stable base through your arms, make sure your abs and core are engaged, and then control down and get a good reach up top. For a lot of these exercises, if you need to, take your feet just a little bit wider so you've got a bigger base of support. Okay, next we've got our push-up to single arm support. So the big difference here is how we set up. Again, you may have to take your feet a little bit wider to give yourself a bigger base to push from. So what you're gonna do, hands, regular position, feet wider than usual, and what you're gonna do, you're gonna get a good reach at the top and then take your arm and place it on your shoulder. So good reach up top, trying to really lock in that core and midsection, and make sure you really try and minimize the rotation when you get to the top part of the movement. Okay, I had to change locations before we shot this last one, but our last stability-focused push-up variation is a suspension trainer push-up. So absolutely love this. All you're gonna do, set up, feet about hip shoulder width apart. You're gonna have your weight obviously in the handles. Inhale down, exhale, reach long, push up, nice and controlled. But you can see the second I use these suspension trainer handles, it really cranks up the intensity and the need for my body to stabilize through my shoulders and through my core. Okay, last but not least, we've got some rotary or more athletic focused push-up variations. The first one I want to show you is just an offset medicine ball push-up. So what I want you to do here, you're going to have one hand on a medicine ball, the opposite arm is on the ground. Your setup is basically identical. What you're going to do here, you're going to come down and you're going to get a good reach up top. But with the medicine ball in one hand, this is basically turning me to my left. So even though you're not rotating, you are training rotation in the push-up. Okay, the second medicine ball variation I want to show you is an alternating med ball push-up, where you're going to basically push this ball back and forth side to side. So you're going to start in that same offset position, you're going to do a push-up, and then you're going to roll the ball to the opposite side. So we're training trunk rotation from side to side and getting that thorax moving throughout the exercise. Okay, last but not least, we have our SpiderMan Pushup. Now, I don't know who gave it this title or this moniker, but I absolutely love it, and I think it's just a really athletic and fun push-up variation. So what you're gonna do, set up in your standard push-up position, feet a little bit wider than usual, and what you're gonna do is you bring your torso and your body down, the knee is gonna come up towards that same side. So it's gonna look kind of like this. You're gonna come down, control the core, the knee comes to the outside of the body, and you're still working on getting that good reach at the top. All right, my friend, that does it for this week's video. The moral of the story is simple. Push-ups don't have to suck. You just have to find a variation that's challenging and fun for you. Now, before you go, check out this video that I did on push-ups to down dog. It's one of my favorite push-up variations. I didn't cover it today, but if you want to loosen your body up and just feel great, I think you're gonna love it.